Hey, I got in. Steve.
Your name, Dick. And we have special guests. We have with us Anthony from Mission Star Podcast.
Hello. It's way too early in the morning, but I'm here.
We have Brandon, our video and tech supervisor.
Hello.
And we have a special friend and cosplayer from the California circuit, Macey.
Hello. What do I say?
I like to say hello for everybody except yourself. We're here this morning because it is the morning that millions of nerds around the world are hoping to score something for. We're here for Comic-Con registration sale. It is now 8:38 Pacific Standard Time, which means it's about 20 minutes before that waiting room starts and people start salivating for the next 2 damn hours. It's frustrating because half of us have something we need, but not all of it, and the other half of us have nothing, so we're trying to score something.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Feel like we're King of the Hill right now.
Yeah, we're making that journey. We're walking to Mordor as we speak. We are going to put the ring into the fire, into Mount Doom. And we're going to...
Are you kidding? I think everybody that's doing this is more like Sauron, staring on that tower, just going, where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it?
Okay, I just love reading these little yellow, like, waiting list things in the waiting room. Like, right now it's Doctor Who themed. Yeah, Rory waited for Amy outside the Pandorica for 1,894 years, waiting for the registration to start at 9 p.m. or a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Will not take that long, we promise. They're so, like, sassy. Like, they're the best.
They're one of the few that can afford to be sassy, though, because everyone wants their tickets.
Yeah, they're like, oh, fuck you, we'll just make fun of you while you sit here and wait.
Yeah, most other cons are like, please come to our show, please come to our show, please come to our show. Comic-Con's one of the few that's like, if you try to force your way in here, we will beat you the fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Mason, what's your aim for Comic-Con? I know the rest of us are trying to be professional individuals and shit and just look around. What are you hoping to do?
Me?
Yeah.
Run around, buy lots of old Green Arrow comics, and, I don't know, buy some figures.
Are you a Steve Armel fan?
Yes, I'm wearing his shirt right now.
Did it hurt when you ripped it off him?
But, yeah, actually I was in a Green Arrow before Stephen Amell took over the role of Green Arrow, which was cool.
Oh!
Yeah. So I've been a fan of him. I actually used to do archery, so that's kind of what got me into it.
Nice.
Where do you do archery at?
I used to do it at a park at an archery park in Santa Ana.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't sure if you were, or where exactly you were, because out here in the valley there's an archery club. I haven't gone yet because A, my kids are too young, and B, I like my buns where they are.
Yeah. Well, I'm in the OC, so there's like a whole bunch around here at public parks that are free, so... Yeah.
Holy frick. It's weird, all the messages that are coming out of people who want to go to Comic-Con, several others who are already going to Comic-Con. People I had no idea were going are suddenly telling me they're getting press badges from somebody they know.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah, we applied for press. I don't think it's happening this year, simply because Comic-Con has so many applicants and a very strict guideline as to what they will accept.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the last 2 years I've been there, I've noticed a TV guide is holding a party out in the back of the damn thing that's invitation only on a boat.
Jesus.
Damn.
Wish I got invited to that stuff.
Is this normal? Like, this is my first time doing this, but like, is this a normal thing that happens every year?
It seems to be. I have to walk the back of the building just because sometimes it's easier for me to get around that way. And both years I've noticed TV guide stuff all over a yacht. and some guy with a clipboard checking people who are walking through, and I'm staring at that, just thinking, I don't think I can throw him in the water before he can throw me in.
Comic-Con's ridiculous. It's just.
It is ridiculous, but it's earned that ridiculousness. That's the
Yeah.
sad part.
Yeah, I just think they need to move it. It's getting too big for this little area that it's in.
Well, we've had a couple discussions in that regard. Where would you suggest they go?
Well, I mean, if they want to move outstate, I would suggest the Las Vegas Convention Center. It's one of the biggest convention centers in the area.
That's big enough. The surrounding area isn't exactly kid-friendly.
Yeah.
And Comic-Con has a lot of third-party stuff that happens all around the area. I'm sure the bars can handle some of it, but a lot of other open space is required.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the convention center's big enough to hold all that other stuff, too. It's not... It's like 3 times the size or something of the San Diego Convention Center.
Well, I can't say this. Las Vegas, I'm sure, it has already a bunch of people sleeping in the street, so it shouldn't be too much more to handle a few sleeping, looking for convention
Right.
and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been hearing recent rumblings about Comic-Con in terms of like the future of it. But as far as I'm wondering, like, do you know what the status in terms of like are they planning to move it anytime soon, or are they still kind of in that limbo phase of whether keeping it or moving it somewhere else?
The heads of Comic-Con have noted that they're open to taking bids, it seems, but they don't seem to be seriously considering those bids. They're still actively negotiating with the city of San Diego, and quite frankly, I don't think they are seriously considering moving. I think that when it comes to the offers by Los Angeles and Anaheim, I think it's being treated much the same way that people treat bids by NFL teams. Look, if you don't give me what I want, there's a city over there that'll take it.
Right, definitely.
And that just inspires people to give them what they frickin' want.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a couple discussions on the show that you have one event per year that brings in over $180 million in money to the local economy. You're not going to let that fucking go.
Yeah.
Not without a fight.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's the only event of this size that happens in all of San Diego through their calendar. I keep checking the event calendar at the San Diego Convention Center. The average event, other than this one, seems to be about 12,000 people.
Yeah. It makes sense to think about it in terms of how much money that Comic-Con brings alone to the entire city of San Diego.
Yeah.
I did a report on that last year for one of my college classes. I did a report.
What was the amount from that report?
Oh god, I think it was like 144 million. It was a ridiculous number.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
it was
insane.
like without Comic-Con, they wouldn't be the city they are.
Right, and that number of money is the actual accountable income to the city. That's not counting sales in food. That's not counting sales in merchandise in the surrounding area. That's not counting whatever money the third-party events would be bringing into their own coffers. The number is probably at least double that if you would actually get the rest of the businesses to own up on what's happening. So, I just...
$488.4 million.
Oh,
Jesus.
God.
Goddamn.
Well, that's in the past 3 years, 2013 or 2012, 2013.
So they are still averaging about $180 million for the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've heard people say LA is perfect. LA could hold it. No way, that convention center would break.
It's way too small.
Yeah, it would shatter, let alone assuming that they finish the Wilshire Grand project, that's going to add 2,000 hotel rooms in downtown LA. Once that's done, that would still be 4,000 fewer hotel rooms in the same square footage in downtown San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't get as near as many people towards the event.
Yeah.
I don't know. People are saying it should move to Anaheim, and I just think that's ridiculous. That one.
Anaheim's
Anaheim's
a better bid as far as convention center, but you still have the hotel problem.
Mm-hmm.
And you're competing with Mouseland right across the street
Yeah.
once you do that.
Yeah, so I don't know. Just ridiculous.
Now, to play devil's advocate, like, say Comic-Con, like, if they move it, say if they were to find a place, say they move out of California and say, like, into a bigger place, like, elsewhere. Now, I think that it obviously would be a bad idea, but if they really wanted the space and really wanted, kind of the same atmosphere as San Diego, was to say that they can move somewhere, say like, I don't know, somewhere else in the United States.
Okay, let's assume you find another city that actually works. It has the space for the third-party events.
Yeah,
okay?
I think
It has the hotel
we
you're looking
discussed
for. It
Las
has the
Vegas.
building. Yeah, Las Vegas could do it. Arizona could do it. New York could technically do it.
They want to keep it West Coast, though, right?
Yeah.
That would be the simplest reason that's probably true, Mandy, is simply because a lot of Comic-Con's major announcements lately have to do with the entertainment industry, and I don't know if you could get them to drag as much stuff halfway across the country as you could get them to just shuttle it down from LA to San Diego.
Good point.
Well,
point.
not to mention they've already got the one in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They wouldn't move it to New York.
And if you, last time we were walking around Comic-Con, I pointed up at one of the buildings. NBC's corporate headquarters is right there in downtown San Diego. It's convenient for them. So I think that's half of the reason why they want to stay somewhere in the Southern California region, just to make sure Hollywood has a simple excuse to go.
Yeah.
You know, I can't think of too many other places it could go. New York would be my number 2 pick simply because of the size and capability of the city, but it's like Steve said, they already have a major comic book convention that's almost as big as Comic-Con, and I don't think they can do as much third-party stuff out there. Arizona, I've heard, can do it. They have the hotel space and they have the convention center, but it's fucking Arizona.
Mm-hmm. Especially in the middle of the summer.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous. I'm sorry. I get hot just wearing, barely anything. So I'd die.
Yeah, enjoy your steampunk velvet out there.
Oh, shut up. I'll just wear many of my other scantily clad cosplays out there. Then I'll just get sunburned because I'm so pale.
Oh, no, that's scantily clad. I have no issue whatsoever with that.
I know you don't.
She makes it sound like that ALA was pawing or something.
I had a jacket on too that whole time.
Hey, you're the one that goes to all the Marvel panels and picks up girls.
You know what? That's only because I am powerful.
More powerful.
Literally picking them up.
Yeah, that's one story from last. God, was it last Comic-Con or no? It was Kamikaze year before last. Macey, you'll like this.
Oh yeah.
I went to Comic-Con and I put a Shadow Cat on my shoulder just for a photo and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Kamikaze. I was in the Marvel group, and I picked up one young lady dressed as Rogue because looked like she was fine and be cute and everything. I put her down. She whirls around and just says, "You were at Comic-Con, weren't you?" I just said, "Yeah, you picked me up there too." It's like, oh, okay.
That's amazing.
As soon as she finishes that sentence, her friend comes up and says, "Weren't you at Comic-Con?" Oh shit.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that you're known for picking people up.
They were impressed I could do it. They I don't know what weight they were, but they just thought it was amazing somebody picked them up.
I hate being picked up. I hate it.
Yeah.
I have a really bad phobia of being picked up. I don't know why.
Oh, I have a friend that's thinking about coming to Comic-Con. It'd be easy for her. She is like 140 pounds. She's 140 pounds with 3 bricks in her pocket, frankly.
Oh.
She's also like 5'2".
So it's like the next
5'10" people over here. I'm sorry.
What? I married one.
So it's the next evolution of this is next time you pick up a girl or two, are you just gonna just doing push-ups on the ground as they sit on you? Is that the next thing that's gonna happen?
I think you're underestimating me because if there's an evolution to that, it would be juggling.
Hey guys, look what I can do!
The whole time I'm getting red in the face just because I'm trying really hard not to palm butt.
How do you manage that is the real question. I don't think you'd be able to.
I like a challenge.
So, as we're talking about Comic Con, like, what are things you're looking forward to?
Well, I now have tickets to Hollywood Babylon. I'm looking forward to that.
What is that?
Yeah.
Hollywood Babylon is a podcast that Kevin Smith does with a radio personality from K-Rock named Ralph Garman.
Oh, okay.
They spend an hour and a half entirely talking about and making fun of Hollywood and each other.
That's
Yeah.
I randomly bought tickets last year for everyone in my crew that went, and it turned out to be the highlight of the weekend. They didn't expect to enjoy it so much when Ralph Garman does a whole bunch of interesting impressions, and Kevin Smith spends half the night talking about how he would suck a man's dick just to keep him from beating him up.
The special guests were pretty cool too.
Yeah, they had an unannounced special guest last year of Kevin Conroy. He's the voice of Batman from Batman the Animated Series.
oh, cool.
They had him read a promo for the Wayne Foundation charity. It's against the sexual trafficking of kids. And Kevin Smith is trying to tell him what to say in this promo. And he says, tell him we are seriously against kid fucking. Like, what? And Ralph Garman is the one that said to tell him we're against the sexual trafficking of children. So Kevin Conroy, he reads the promo, and as soon as he's done, Kevin Smith says, add one more to it, or I'll find you. So Conroy leans back into the mic and he says, do it, or I'll find you, and I'll really fuck you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah. They were telling me about it. Like my first inklings of the show was through Jeremy, and I think I checked out my first episode I checked out was that Comic-Con episode, and since then I kind of been following the podcast, and it's really funny. It's really cool.
I guess I've been following it too long. Half the little jingle music they use, I can sing.
Yeah, I think at this point, like anybody who's like been with them for a while can memorize almost every other song they have in their show.
At 8:54, it's nearly time to start gritting your teeth.
Oh, God.
T-6, 5 minutes.
I was just lucky that last year was my first year trying to get tickets, and somehow I got preview night. So,
Nice.
yeah, I was first. Right when it opened up, I was, like, in line. Like, I was buying my tickets. I was so lucky last year. I was like... And then pre-registration comes along, and I'm just like, well, shit.
You're making me fucking jealous, because it took me 3 years to get in. And in the 3 years since I have gotten in, I've gotten all 4 days. Never had preview night.
Oh, preview night was cool. I just didn't, I don't know, probably because I'm a noob to the con circuit, is just like, I didn't really understand it besides buying the collectibles.
No, preview night is primo, because I got into preview night last year. I had a business contact who wanted to talk to me, and after that, nobody was checking, badges of who was already in the door, frankly.
Yeah, they don't
As I
really care.
walked around, yeah, I didn't think I was going to get in that long, so I left all my stuff. If I had actually brought my money in my poster tube, I would have finished my shopping on preview night and just had the rest of the weekend to fart around.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I did. I got some pop dolls. I got the Stan Lee pop doll, which that's the only thing I really wanted from Comic-Con, was the Stan Lee pop doll. And then then me and my sister, we just had fun. We went back to the place we were staying at, and we partied all night with our friends who got there when we were at, when we were at preview night. So.
Sweet. I actually managed to score a couple of convention exclusives last year. I got the Psylocke from Kotobukiya.
Okay, cool.
In her regular colors, not in the X-Force ones.
Uh-huh.
And I walked by the Hasbro booth. At one point, there was only 3 people in it, and I just asked the guy, "Do you need a ticket for this?" No. So I just walked straight up and bought an Infinity Gauntlet.
Wow, there you go.
And it was hilarious, because after we got it back, we're doing a podcast in our hotel room, and we're talking about it, and or before the podcast, I said, now that I got it, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, because I don't have a shelf that's fucking big, and I have 3 small kids. I'm not going to be able to keep people off this stupid thing. So maybe I should put it on eBay, and everyone just kind of, is indifferent to the idea. We invite one guy from Mochi Bite, Sean Cardano, to come by. And as we're talking about it, Brandon shows him the Infinity Gauntlet, and Sean looks me in the eye and says, "How much do you want for this?" We start busting up laughing. He says, "You think I'm not serious?" And I said, "No, I know you're serious. Problem is, we just had this conversation." So I still have the gauntlet. I'm still kind of toying with the idea of what to do with it, frankly.
I don't know. I'm in the process of redoing my room, so I have more room to put my stuff.
Well, it's just I'm in that catch-22 because I'm not a fan of the figures that came with the gauntlet. Those 3.75 things.
Mm-hmm.
I like the gauntlet. However, every time I look at it, I'm just like, okay, this is awesome, and I don't want to open it. Stupid collector mentality.
An RFB.
Dude, if you open that, you'll totally ruin the value.
Yeah, you could, man. You could ruin it.
Yeah, don't do that.
If you're that type of person, that is. If you don't care like I do sometimes, it's like, yeah, it's whatever.
I mean, it's like figurines out of the box don't bother me so much because I'll buy figurines that are personally interesting to me. I'm not buying them to make money.
Yeah.
It's that one piece, though, just as soon as I open it, I have 5 items, only one of which I fracking care about, and it's probably worth like $30 at that point, and that's what's breaking me, you know? We've had discussions a couple of times how it's odd how comic book collectibles, even random shit, can seem to gain money at some point. It's anime collectibles I tend to be less worrisome about value. Those don't tend to appreciate as much as comic books do.
Mm-hmm. Could you technically say that the amiibos can technically count as collectibles? Kind of?
Oh, absolutely they do. There are some amiibos that go for hundreds of dollars already.
Yeah, well, it's the ones that are messed up that they ended up selling that go for ridiculous amounts of money.
Yeah, the double-armed Samus I know went for a few thousand. I know that the Peach with no legs went for a few thousand, but there's even regular amiibos, the limited edition ones that have gone for hundreds of dollars on eBay just because they didn't make as many. The Marth and a couple others that are just escaping me are going for hundreds of dollars just because you can't find them in stores. People bought them.
Aren't they remaking some, though? Aren't they doing more Marth?
Well,
they're doing another edition of Marth. They're releasing a second wave of amiibos. I think includes Pac-Man, a villager from Animal Crossing, and something else.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a redo; it's a brand new Marth.
Oh, okay. I thought they were just making more of him.
Yeah. I was gonna say there's two set of minds in terms of the amiibo thing and what people are thinking what exactly Nintendo's doing with them. One is the mindset of they did this on purpose in terms of making the amount of amiibos out limited, and then kind of sit on it and then wait until it garners like a bigger reaction to people wanting more, and then supply that demand later on with more amiibos and kind of just do that method. The other mentality is that, because I just heard this recently, that their reasoning for why there's so limited supply of amiibos, and it could be true actually, is that that strike that's happening right now with the what do we call it?
What, the longshoremen?
I think what it is in terms of like shipping stuff from
the longshoremen strike at the West Coast ports.
Yes. So they're claiming that it's because of that strike that the amounts of amiibos that are not coming over here as quickly as they can is because of that, which actually it could be true. I can actually believe that as well.
That's only partially true. We read a story on our show that they actually, as far as Marth and the Wii Lady and the Wii Fit Lady and something else, they actually produced limited editions on that, not because they were making collectibles, simply because they didn't expect people to buy as many of them as they did of the standard characters, Mario, Donkey Kong, Luigi, Peach, stuff like that. They just didn't make as many. So when they disappeared, it threw Nintendo a little sideways. They weren't intending to make any more of them, and I think they decided because the value were actually increasing not to make any more anyway. They're not going to release another edition of these things. They're just going to make more smaller editions. I guess smaller is the right word, not even limited, of other characters now. They remade Marth simply because he sold. They're making Pac-Man because they have the rights. They're adding something else to the mix that I don't have a Wii or Amiibo, so I only know what I read from the stories.
Mm-hmm.
So
right, definitely.
It's literally just a case of supply and demand. They didn't think people would want these characters. It was more. I'm sure that the boardroom talk was just more like, well, we'll make a few of these Marth things, but who the fuck knows what a Marth is anyway? Then a few weeks later, if you want more Marth, you got to come straight to me.
Yeah, it's definitely like it is funny because in a way they didn't expect this. At the same time, though, because it's a big success, it's like, well, I guess we should make more, huh?
Shit. I mean, there's some weird stuff that happened in video games this week. There was a Destiny player who lost a level 31 character on PS4.
How?
Does anyone here own a PS4?
I recently got a PS4, actually.
Okay, there's this thing called SharePlay.
Uh-huh.
You can hit a button and hand over control of your account to another player to play in your absence or give them a chance to try out a game or something. And one young player connected with a stranger called Kermit the Frog. That was his PlayStation name. The two of them bonded for a little bit, and they chatted, and they teamed up on Destiny. And he had to go away to do something, so he hit SharePlay. And Kermit the Frog, fortunately for the player, he was streaming and recording his session. Kermit the Frog kind of poked through his player characters and deleted a level 31 Warlock and a level 26 Titan. Oh. And then from the third character, he also deconstructed an exotic weapon.
Wow. What a dick.
The young kid came back and found his Destiny account decimated. And unfortunately, Bungie doesn't have an option to undelete characters at a certain time.
So, duly noted, don't play Destiny on the SharePlay. Gotcha. It does bring up...
Rangers with your shit!
That's true, too. It does bring up an interesting... just don't play Destiny, period. But it does bring up...
I like that game.
Yeah, I play it quite a bit, actually, so fuck you, too.
But it does bring up an interesting point in terms of... Because I know the shared thing was put into the PS4 to, share the game with other people who don't have the game and can play with you, say like in Far Cry 4. That is interesting. I think people who use that to that ability, but I'm not surprised at the same time. But do you think that maybe that's something like in the future they might look into and fix later? Or is it going to be something where like, kind of screw it for now?
I wouldn't do it unless it's somebody I knew in real life. I wouldn't hand it over to somebody I just met.
Yeah.
No. And like, do you think Sony will go in and fix this, or do you think they will leave it alone?
But Sony has nothing to do with it. They may have the option for SharePlay, but in the end, you are the one that has to allow somebody else to play your account.
Okay.
They could easily chalk that up to you made a bad decision. Sorry, too bad.
Yeah, not to mention Sony has no pull with, Bungie. If Bungie doesn't have the capability to do so, then that's that.
Yeah, Bungie said Bungie's very aware of the incident, and they're working on the idea of some way to be able to retrieve characters, after petitioning Bungie directly. But right now, they don't have that capability.
I see. Okay.
So there's nothing to be done. I was reading, though, that there is an exploit in Super Smash Brothers now.
What's the exploit? Because I know there's some stuff in terms of Super Smash Brothers that some characters are kind of unbalanced and some are pretty okay and whatnot. But what's the exploit that they found this time?
The character of Olimar has several Pikmin following him around.
Uh-huh.
It's a unique ability for Olimar that works in one-on-one battles, non-online matches, and sometimes in two-on-two matches.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Olimar can supercharge his Pikmin during a fight, turning them into powerful Super Pikmin that can instantly kill pretty much any opposing fighter in a single hit.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple videos of it released. There's a move that he does where it sends a Pikmin out, and somebody can block the Pikmin, but because they've engaged the move, and as long as they're still summoned and they're not knocked off or replaced, they retain the power they got from that prior move, and then after that, all it takes is one punch from Oliver, and he can throw them right off the screen, regardless of what percentage they sit at.
Can you give me that link? I'm curious now.
Let me see. I actually have a 2-minute video.
Huh. Yeah, just post it in the link.
Sure.
And okay, cool.
I put it in the chat link. You can take a look at that.
All right. Oops.
Oh, hey,
Wait, have I put
It's
it?
called the Olimar Persistent Pikmin Power Amplification Tech.
I see. Hmm. Oops.
And he
Hang
just
on a
defeated
minute.
Star Fox, who had 7%.
Okay, hang on a minute. Let me get this. I'm gonna show the.
And don't forget
I'm
to
gonna
check
show
your websites because the waiting room is open.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I've been waiting, so I'm still in the waiting room. So let me just see. Hang on. Oh wait, hang on a minute.
Doing a
I'm
lot of
trying to
hanging on. You can't just play at YouTube.
Well, no, because I'm trying to put it on stream. That's why. So
Okay.
yeah. Let me do screen capture again. Da 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 da. Live streaming at its best.
Yeah, really.
Okay, here we go. All right, so let me check this out. Oh my, what? What the, what?
It
Okay.
is a very serious issue.
Wow.
Somebody found a way with this character to create a potential instant defeat.
Jesus.
Now, again, it's very specific. It's one-on-one in-house matches, not online matches. It works
Is
in
it
some
only-
2-on-2 battles.
Is it only like with the shine though, like with the reflection? Is that only with Fox?
This apparently works on any character. It just happens that these two people chose Oliver or Fox to demonstrate how this works.
Wow. Wow, that is, wow, holy shit. Okay. This is yeah, oof. This is big. Cause like, funny enough, like recently they also announced like for Evo, people who don't know, Evo is the biggest fighting game tournament in the world. Like fighting games of all kinds, like Smash, like Street Fighter, Marvel, and whatnot. So they recently announced that they're putting in like people can now use custom Miis with custom moves. They're gonna put out a list of like which moves you can use and whatnot. But that was a big announcement. But with this is huge. This is freaking something that Nintendo has to fix. If this isn't fixed by Evo, this is broken as shit. And I could see this being I can see this being abused a lot, especially if you want to win. Yeah, this is broken. This is way broken.
Surprising. I got something I may save for my next week's podcast. So they've released 40 minutes of gameplay footage from Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, nice.
I just need to stop making them.
Why?
This one actually looks much different and much better. It's an actual open world game. Random encounters won't be the screen breaking, and then you're taken to a battle scene. You can actually fight monsters on the fly as you come to them. This seems to be a very different type of game from what I've seen thus far.
Yeah, it's what I've seen from it. It's like kind of like open world plus a bit of Monster Hunter plus Final Fantasy, which is cool.
That seems to be fair to say.
Yeah.
Steve, Brandon, you guys okay?
Apparently not.
What do you mean?
I didn't ever receive a link to the waiting room, and I apparently can't enter it after 9.
Yeah, you had to log into it prior to.
Nobody told me this.
You didn't get the email?
No.
Should have gotten an email to your email address from Comic-Con on Thursday.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. I will check again.
For those who are wondering, we're all in here on stream or recording. We are waiting to get our chances to get into a badge for Comic-Con in the waiting room in this Saturday morning. Yeah, I'm still in the waiting room, so I'm still that blue circle is still spinning. But yeah.
Like he's playing jazz or something.
You know what's funny is actually yesterday when my brother was playing on a PS4 and he was trying to find a mic or something set up so he can talk to his friend online, and I suggested just hook up the Rock Band mic into it because that USB, and like at first like I'm not sure if it worked, but it did, And as I was talking to my brother, with him, the mic was pretty open, and it ended just pretty good actually. His friend on the other line thought that I was Australian for some odd reason. Like he thought my voice, because he said like he has friends that sound like me that has like this Australian kind of European voice. I was like, oh no, I'm not Australian, but that's cool. I guess. So for yesterday, for like a brief moment, I was mistakenly to be Australian.
Okay, my wife first met me. She thought I was some kind of random small Samoan man. I don't quite know how that worked.
It's okay. I get mistaken for being white all the time.
Not sure how to feel about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. What have I got while we're waiting here?
Well, how many years has everyone been going to Comic-Con?
Last year was my first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this will be my third year, I think. Yeah, this will be my third upcoming.
This would
Wow.
be if I didn't get in the batch. This would be my first time going.
I feel
So-
so experienced out of everyone. This is like my fourth or fifth year going.
Tell us how tell us, Senpai, how was it? How was the land of the golden comic book sea?
Well, for the first 2 years, I only got Sundays, so I mean, it wasn't too exciting. But that's how I
Gotcha.
got into cosplay. My friend brought me along, and he's like, "Well, you have to go in a costume." It was terrible.
Nice.
It's the costume that shall not be named.
Oh, okay.
It was terrible.
I hear that. Every cosplayer that started out, like their first costume was, I think, pretty horrible. Unless you had help, like from friends or family that made it really good. But generally, and I gotta say this for myself, like cosplayers are generally the first costume is not usually the best.
Mine was
So-
hand sewn, yeah. Hand sewn
Nice.
By
at the
who?
store.
And so, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I still need to get a red suit jacket. I've been requesting help because I have the sewing ability of an ape with no thumbs.
So do I. It's okay.
Need someone's help with a red suit jacket. I really do need that.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing it for?
Cosplay Wrestling Federation at Fanime.
Oh.
I feel like that can be either like completely terrible or completely amazing depending on what happens.
It's probably going to be amazing, but I need help either with finding a red suit jacket at a thrift store and having it modified, or somebody that can sew me a quick one and add something to it.
I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask.
What? Go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was like, I would do it, but I just don't trust my sewing abilities. Like, it would look good on the outside, it would just look like crap on the inside.
I don't need it to look good on the inside. I don't need it lined or anything. I would like an LED light system in it. I just need a red suit jacket with a couple adornments. I don't need anything super complicated, so it
Just
should be feasible.
Super complicated, not super complicated. Let's put LEDs in this.
That's not super complicated for some a-holes.
I hate lighting. Last time I put in lighting, it was just like... It was just terrible.
But I got a new character idea for Cosplay Wrestling Federation. I need a red suit jacket.
Nice.
I can obtain on my own, but I just need a red suit jacket. And the problem is I have like super wide shoulders, so it's just I can't go off the rack and go, 15 slim, perfect.
So, I'm gonna guess. You don't have to tell me, but are you dressing up as Marty McFly for Cosplay Wrestling Federation?
Wow, I have no idea how we jumped to this.
Well, because I'm thinking red jacket, and the first thing I think of is Back to the Future.
Suit
It's like-
jacket. Suit jacket, not the
Oh.
light preserver joke.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It could be a red pimp jacket for all I care. I just need a red jacket. I need a red suit jacket.
Gotcha. Alright, my suggestion, go check out their stores first, and then if that doesn't prove to work, look for somebody online. I kind of been seeing you were trying to look for somebody online to help you out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I do need assistance on this one, and I'm not quite sure who to ask. Most of my friends who are commissioners, have either gone completely legit and have long lists, or they're just MIA.
Yeah,
Right.
or it's just gonna be super expensive.
Yeah, that too.
It's true. It's true. Jeremy, if you can send me a picture of it, let me just take a look at it just real quickly.
Look at what?
Of the character.
It's an idea.
Oh, it's an idea. Oh, okay.
Oh no, it's the character I'm doing, and the jacket would help tremendously with what I'm going to do.
I see.
But the jacket is not part of the character's regular adornment, so a picture of the character wouldn't really help you.
Gotcha. Okay. I hear you.
And I wouldn't mind telling you what it is, but I'm trying to keep it on the down low for a bit, simply because I'm, trying to win.
Yeah, just send me a message on Facebook.
Oh my freaking god!
Just tell everyone on the podcast what the secret cosplay is.
the stream can't see it anyway, so it's all good.
There, check the
Okay, I got you. All right, that's all I need to say. I'm not gonna promise. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, everything else I was planning on obtaining straight up. The clothes I need, I've shopped around. I know exactly what I need. I already have the shoes I need. I already have a pair of douchebag sunglasses I can use.
Awesome. Good stuff.
So I need the red suit jacket to complete this whole process, and I need one other item that I already know what I'm getting.
Okay. I can't promise anything. I might be able to help out. Just letting you know, I could help out, but I can't promise anything. So, just FYI.
All right.
I can sew. I can make stuff, but yeah. Yeah.
Well, we're waiting to see if anything shakes loose. I found a list on IO9 by Rob Brick, and this guy comes up with a list of the weirdest things I've ever heard of.
Okay.
I did not know there were so many different types of fucking Stormtrooper.
Really?
Yeah, he made up a list of the 13 most ridiculous types of Stormtroopers from Star Wars.
Aren't they all just ridiculous?
Well, I mean, they can't shoot for shit. We all know this. But there are some that are more ridiculous than others. The number one on his list is Bomb Troopers. He says, officially known as the Bomb Squad Trooper, these guys do what it says on the tin. They defuse bombs, and have special armor that's supposed to withstand explosions and shrapnel and all that other unpleasant stuff that comes out when the bombs explode. This sounds like a reasonable addition to the Empire's troops until you remember that droids exist. Star Wars Wiki claims... The Star Wars Wiki claims that bomb troopers are more useful than droids because they can recover bombs after defusing them for Imperial intelligence, but come on. If you can build a droid who knows 6 million forms of communication, or a scooting Swiss Army knife like R2-D2, surely someone can make a robot that can do this job instead of living beings. Fun fact, bomb troopers wear helmets on their helmets. How adorable!
Yeah, I have to admit, the fact that they can't recover the bomb afterwards, what? I suppose they mean that to say, oh, their form of de-arming the bomb is just walk up and press the bright red button and watch it go boom?
I can only assume. How about this? Nova Troopers. As befits their fancy name, Nova Troopers are part of the Emperor's Honor Guard, and thus get armor with fancy black and gold color scheme. They're not to be confused with the Emperor's Royal Guard, the guys in red robes from Return of the Jedi, who are the ones who actually seem to be doing most of the Emperor guarding. Somehow they're supposed to be both ceremonial and the most elite among Stormtroopers, which somehow leads them to being used to guard meaningful but unlikely to be attacked places, such as Sith burial sites, but also sent as commandos on super special missions. This seems a bit incongruous to me.
Yeah, let's put our best trained crack troops guarding bases.
The old fart. Let's see. Incinerator Troopers. These are just Stormtroopers with flamethrowers, which seems to be cheap. If you give a Stormtrooper a rocket launcher, you could call him a rocket trooper. If you give him a broom, you could call him a sweep trooper. But the fact of the matter is, he's just a regular Stormtrooper who was issued something besides a standard blaster. No need to get all fancy with it, guys. That said, the really insane thing about flametroopers is that they're all psychopathic pyromaniacs. The official description.
I don't know.
Like
My personal favorite is still the Sand Trooper.
Well, it goes on here. Like, the Emperor seeks out pyromaniacs, gives them flamethrowers, and trains them to be burning things even more, and then sends them places. This may be the worst idea in the galaxy.
Oh, Star Wars. Let's see.
Sandtrooper did not make the list here, oddly enough.
That's sad, because, I mean, this is going off the theme, you know. They don't even get anything besides a blaster. They're just at a location that has sand, so they're sand troopers. It's like, come on.
Well, that's okay. Have you ever heard of an ISB trooper?
No.
Sounds like a greeter at Walmart, but...
Sounds like someone in the greeter to a bathroom.
It might as well be. The Internal Security Bureau Troopers. If the idea of an internal affairs department for stormtroopers doesn't make you giggle by itself, then you should know that one of their jobs is making sure stormtroopers are being appropriately evil enough. For instance, the ISB was called to investigate a trooper named Eric Larone in the Allegiance novel because he wasn't shooting civilians. This is deeply hilarious. Imagine getting a knock on your door. I heard you haven't killed any puppies today.
We must permanently fire you from your position and replace you with another stormtrooper. Therefore, you have released your duties.
Actually, Steve, there's something in here that references your sand troopers. Lava troopers.
Ah.
Much like there are snow troopers for cold planets and sand troopers for desert planets, there are lava troopers. Excuse me, the official term is magma troopers, for planets covered in volcanoes, presumably like Mustafar. I would think that most of these planets don't need much guarding by virtue of the fact that they're, covered in lava, but sometimes there are mines that need guarding or something. They look like regular stormtroopers but are red because lava, I guess. Lava troopers may seem a bit specific, but not that crazy. That sounds like a useless job.
Yeah.
Guarding lava, because there's a problem with people just putting it in bags and running away with it.
Indeed. This job sounds too much for little pay or any pay at all.
Yeah, really.
Actually,
you don't get paid. You get indoctrinated.
That's a good question. Like, do stormtroopers get paid? Like what's they're working for the Empire? Like, what is there any sort of payment that happens there, or is it just like all pro bono and in an effort to take over the universe?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure no.
Steve, did you get into your member ID to pull out your code, see if it worked?
Huh? Well, it said I couldn't do it after 9 o'clock. Yeah, I did find the mail. It was, buried.
Oh, okay. Could you send me your password? I can see if I can pull it out. I got an open registration page. We'll see if it works.
Okay.
Don't worry, Steve. We'll come to get you. We got a man down.
Well, blue circle's spinning, and Brandon hasn't said anything, so I assume he hasn't gotten through yet.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm still in the blue circle spinning business, so...
And it's been 25 minutes and nothing's sold out yet. That's a little surprising.
I feel like it's going super slow this morning.
They're probably doing it slowly just to make sure they don't overload their system.
Yeah. Makes sense.
They're making sure that whatever happens, and they're not trying to crash the system.
In the meantime, we see this number 6 on the list of the 13 most ridiculous types of stormtrooper, hazard troopers. You learn something called hazard troopers exist, specifically as cyborgized stormtroopers that are deployed to worlds with extreme planetary climates and conditions, often wearing armor that's fully sealed from acidic, electromagnetic, biochemical, and other environmental threats. Oh, really? So extreme planetary climates, like being covered in goddamn lava?
Yeah.
Or being super cold ice like Hoth? Why does the Empire have all these stupid extreme weather-specific stormtroopers when they could just be sending in these hazard troopers everywhere? Especially since these hazard troopers are also partially cyborgs. I don't know.
Tell Vader that.
It's an unfortunately excellent question, frankly.
Would you really...
They have all these specialized stormtroopers, but we have these guys who are good everywhere.
Here's the thing. Would you go up... if you had a problem with how things work, would you literally go up to your boss, which is Vader, and, tell him, Sir, I do not like some of the changes you have or how things work. Can you like, do such and such? And he'll either actually agree with you or he'll just choke you. It's like,
Yeah, really?
let me think for a second. Chokehold.
Although technically, he wasn't actually anyone's boss. He was just the Emperor's flunky, but, kind of gave him free reign to go crazy on it.
Message just hit at 9:27. Preview night is running low.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Let's see. I list on this, or in this list of most ridiculous stormtroopers, number 7 here is Evo Troopers. It gets more ridiculous. Hazard troopers aren't to be confused with environmental troopers who are able to survive and operate in the most hazardous of conditions, such as extreme heat, acid rivers, and lightning. Even though that sounds like the exact same goddamn thing. Besides the cyborg aspect, the biggest difference between the Hazard troopers and the Evo troopers is that the latter are chosen for their xenophobia and hatred of non-human races, which can't possibly help their environmental survival skills in the slightest. But this is just the Empire being hilariously evil for evil's sake.
I see.
That would be pretty useless to send a guy who would hate everything about every alien world, but send him to survive in every alien world.
Yeah.
And then you have the Rad Troopers. And just in case you thought all these most hazardous of conditions included radiation, they do not. Because the Empire also employs radiation zone assault troopers for places that they've nuked and yet want to make sure everyone is dead. Frankly, the real disappointment here is that the Empire has soldiers colloquially called Rad Troopers, but they don't ride skateboards and dirt bikes.
That's what I was thinking too, man. They're called Rad Troopers, but they don't skateboard. They're not like beach bums.
No. And then you have Mine Troopers. And for the cherry on the delightful sundae of redundancy in the Empire's Stormtrooper ranks, there are Mine Troopers, who are apparently used specifically to guard mining equipment on Savarkos 2 and nothing else. Apparently all other mining equipment on other planets, like, say, lava planets, are guarded by environment-specific troopers. 2 fun facts about Mine Troopers, courtesy of the Star Wars Wiki. 1, their full title is Imperial Tunneling Underminers, as opposed to those open-air mines in the galaxy. And 2, their primary assignment was not necessarily to stop rampaging spice eels.
Gotcha.
What does that mean?
You got me. I don't know.
Okay. I've heard of Shadows Troopers before. I wasn't aware of what they do. You'd think that the nickname for these guys would be Shadow Troopers, but apparently it's Black Hole Stormtroopers. Unfortunately, this isn't because they're trained to fight exclusively in black holes, but because they were commanded by Agent Blackhole. Don't ask. Anyway, pretty much the only difference between these guys and regular stormtroopers is the color of their armor, which is black. So I guess it's a victory for diversity, if nothing else.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that.
That's the only difference. They just happen to have black armor, therefore they're called something funny and new.
Right, I guess. Sure.
All right.
Hey,
Okay, we have Night Hunters, number 11 on the list. These guys don't show up in the old expanded universe until many years after the movies, but I would expect to see Disney bring them back because they are absurd. They're highly specialized stormtroopers designed to hunt down and capture or kill Jedi, and have a special helmet that negates force power or mind control, an electro staff that can block lightsaber blades, and jet black armor. They're basically an entire squad of knockoff Darth Vaders, complete with capes and bad attitudes.
Cool. Yeah, they're pretty cool people.
Okay, let's see, number 12 on the list are Terror Troopers. That's what they're called, Terror Troopers. Doesn't that sound... It sounds like it's meant to scare 5-year-olds or something.
It sounds like somebody got way too comfortable with the G.I. Joe naming sense.
Well, let's see. Another section of the seemingly infinite number of elite stormtrooper divisions, Terror Troopers, are a cross between... I'm sorry?
Preview night's out.
Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, preview night is out.
Preview night on. It's 3 years in a row. I haven't been able to get it. God damn it.
Plan B is initiated.
Stay with us.
Another section of the seemingly infinite number of elite stormtrooper divisions, Terror Troopers are a cross between General Grievous, Predator, and Freddy Krueger. They're skilled martial artists and acrobatics, and so they can jump all over the place. They have a personal cloaking device that allows them to disappear, and they have big clawed talons on their hands. They're basically the crazy ninja assassin stormtroopers that Emperor Palpatine probably doodled in his Trapper Keeper when he was in 5th grade.
Yeah.
That sounds like such shit. And last on this list of the 13 most ridiculous types of stormtroopers, riot troopers. According to the Star Wars Wiki, riot troopers are stormtroopers created specifically to deal with civil unrest in various worlds to reestablish Imperial order. Huh. You know what that sounds like to me? It sounds like every other fucking stormtrooper ever. Dealing with civil unrest and crowd control is practically a stormtrooper's entire job description. Whether they're snow troopers or ISB troopers or lava troopers, if a stormtrooper sees someone breaking the law or causing any kind of disturbance, they're supposed to shoot them. Having a group of stormtroopers devoted to this one task that they're all supposed to be doing anyway is akin to creating a unit of Java troopers. Stormtroopers whose sole job it is to make coffee. Is it really so specialized a task that it needs its own trooper?
Yeah, like it sounds like a regular job here in the world, in the real world, you know? Like I wonder if they just got lazy with the writing. It's like, hey, let's do that. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know, man. I just some of the comments by people afterwards are hilarious. One of the first people that responded was about the bomb troopers. It says, quote, special armor that's supposed to withstand explosions and shrapnel and all that other unpleasant stuff that comes out when bombs explode. Holy shit! You mean there's a stormtrooper armor out there that actually does something?
That's a good point, man. Like, for all the stormtroopers in the past Star Wars movies, like, they have their armor doesn't do jack shit. The armor.
No, their armor can't even take a punch to the head.
No, it cannot. It could. They lost to the Ewoks, and they like were full of rocks and just threw at them. The armor is plastic. It is like the armor is man. What? I wonder who makes them. Like, I wonder who in the right mind, like, in the universe, like, makes the armor and, like, decides, oh, this armor is strong enough. After what happened, like say, like, at the Battle of Hoth. It's like, after that...
You're creating secondary questions in my mind, because what happens after the Empire falls? You know, there's that guy out there, submits a resume for some job. It says here you used to be a stormtrooper? Yeah. And you lost to a bunch of Ewoks on Endor? Yeah. So you want me to hire a man that lost to the teddy bear picnic?
Welcome aboard, son. We're looking for the people just like you. Man.
Stupid and easily gullible.
Exactly. So, let's see. I'm still in the waiting room right now. And
so am I.
Yeah, few people who are listening to this podcast, preview night has been sold out. So now it's the other days trying to get. How much would that be actually for the 4 days alone? Or
185.
185? Okay.
Yep.
Oh man, the journey continues.
Yeah. There is a chance after everything is done, probably close to about 2 months before Comic-Con, that they may resell badges that have been canceled or refunded.
They didn't do that last year, though.
No, they had a severely low number of cancellations, so they just decided not to do it.
And it's probably gonna happen again.
I said chance. I didn't say it was a sure thing.
Yeah.
You know, right now, with preview night out, that means that the big run's probably going to be for Friday and Saturday badges.
Yep.
There's a lot of people who want to go specifically to Saturday just to see the movie day. That's when DC and Marvel make their big announcements for the next 12 months worth of films.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna wait in line for like 7 hours just to hear something that will be posted on social media in 10 minutes afterwards.
You know what? If there is room,
Very true.
Last year they had an overflow room at the Omni. If they have that again, I'll go there.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind checking it out, and odds are I'll have most of my shopping done by Friday.
Yeah. I usually wait till Sunday to do my shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday is the busiest day. It's the day that's hardest for me to move around, so I try to get everything done by Saturday.
I hear that. There's definitely a tact or a strategy to buying stuff at said cons.
Are you kidding? There are people that line up the Tuesday before the con just to get to the Hasbro booth. Hasbro booth is the one that's like pure money. That's the one that's most likely to find stuff that appreciates right after the convention closes.
Yeah, that's...
It's like a battlefield, pretty much. It's like every man for himself to get whatever they want.
Well, it's not what the thing is though. Some booths have very specific systems. Hasbro, for example, for preview night, it is a lineup. Okay, they will take you in as you line up. After that, what they do is you have to line up outside the building, and some Hasbro representative will come and hand you a ticket for that particular day at a particular time, like a half hour to an hour window. If you do not show up to the booth with that ticket within the window on that ticket, you cannot get in the booth.
I see.
That's to prevent crowding, that's to prevent lines outside the booth, which is a good system, but that also means unless you know exactly where to go to get the tickets, you better hope you're as lucky as I did that you find that 1 minute where they're low on stock and they just don't have people there.
Interesting. Okay. I will have to then. I have to figure this one out because like usually when it comes to conventions, like I usually plan out what panels and what events I'm gonna go check out, what gatherings I'm gonna go and see. For Comic-Con, it's an entirely different beast. Like there are.
Well, if you want exclusives, it's a different beast. If not, then yeah, it's all about panels. It's all about panels and shopping.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're looking for something specific that somebody's handing out, you have to plan well ahead of what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, The Walking Dead has had a booth the last 2 years. It's had a line outside it just to get pictures taken.
Yeah.
Usually, they've recreated scenes from the TV show on the Comic-Con floor within some kind of fenced structure, usually, and you can walk inside and get your picture taken with people with Hollywood-class makeup.
Cool.
Saturday is running low now.
Oh, shit.
9:39. It says Saturday's starting to run low.
Making me very sad.
Oh no. Stay with us. Come on, damn it. Oh man, it would suck if like we didn't get the chance to get in. I'd be kind of bummed.
With as many people as we got right now, the four of us in here, Brandon's girlfriend, and two guys I know on Facebook, man, that would suck, yeah. I haven't heard from them yet either, but I know they're online right now.
Oh wait, okay, I was about to say, it's like I heard something, it's like, oh no, it's nothing.
No, that was my Facebook. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, God, stop making me hopeful.
Sorry, I'm so popular, guys.
His penis just hit the bottom of his desk.
What was I gonna say actually speaking of comic books, recently there was an announcement that Invader Zim's coming back, but not in the TV show, but like continuing off the show, but into the comic books form.
That's one of the big comebacks that was announced this week.
Yeah, what was the other one?
The Powerpuff Girls is coming back to Cartoon Network.
Oh right, I mean they did have that one episode like what was it, a year ago? Yeah.
They had a special, but this is not a continuation. They're restarting the show.
I wonder if
like Sailor Moon, where it's like the exact same show redone.
The new Sailor Moon, from what I heard, is
Yeah.
Well, it looks pretty. Like I like this new Sailor Moon art style is pretty. It's pretty modernized to what it was before.
Yeah, I like the old Sailor Moon art style compared to the new one. I don't know. I don't like when it's too like animated.
Saturday just sold out.
Oh.
Curses.
Shit.
Quote unquote, it looks pretty. That's what I got from that.
Like Sailor Moon should.
Yeah, it should. I'm just curious, would Sailor Moon be considered the first magical girl anime, or was there anything prior to that?
I have a feeling there was something prior to it, but it's some kind of 70s thing I wouldn't even know the name of.
Mm-hmm.
I read a story about some of the most prevalent types of magical girls in anime, but it was kind of in one ear, out the other, since magical girls is very low on my frickin' list.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's two magical girl shows that I've watched and like was like, okay, I don't feel dirty after watching it. That was Nanaha and Cardcaptor Sakura. Well, no, that doesn't even qualify. Cardcaptor Sakura made me feel really dirty.
I mean, yeah, I can't, yeah.
The only magical girl story I can ever remember enjoying thoroughly was Magical Knight Ray Earth.
Okay, that would be my second one then. Yeah.
Okay. That didn't have any creepy romance stories in it.
Yeah.
Romance stories are the best part. See, I'm a girl. I can say this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like
That was honestly what made me feel dirty about Cardcaptor Sakura was just, I mean, they had the gamut, you know. They had the girl on girl, they had the guy on guy, they had the bestiality. I mean, I was like, what? Come on, guys. Are you just looking for things to like troll people with now?
What do you expect?
Yeah, it is clamped, so, you know, there it is.
yeah.
Yeah, but we are talking. But I mean, the current
Friday's
environment
running
is
low.
almost taking that. I'm sorry.
Oh, Friday's
Running low.
This is not looking good.
Message. This is going fast this year.
It like took
Damn.
forever to start running low, and then the second it started running low, it's like boom.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's just punching each other in the face. Comic-Con badges now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we should do? We should send this podcast and video to Comic-Con and be like, hey, we want badges next year. And we're pressed,
We
goddammit.
press. We did a podcast on it.
Or you could write an entire soliloquy about how much you need press, and all they're going to say is, "We're selling out in an hour. This is brilliant."
You bastards!
Stroking a white cat.
Yes. Just Dr. Claw on the other. You know, it'd be funny if the Claw was actually the actual owner of Comic-Con the entire time, and just sitting back, and just like, yes, give me all your money, as he pets his white cat at the same time. Oh man, that'd be hilarious. But yeah, oh god. All right, well, I'm still going regardless. But yeah,
I gotta stick with it. 'Cause
Yeah.
we still got a few people that need something.
something, anything at this point. I wonder if I can I don't know. Damn.
What? You think you can talk your way into something?
Oh, I was thinking man, if there was some way I can get in, if I have some connections, maybe. But I don't know. I don't think I do. Maybe, I don't know. It depends who's going. Hey, I'm gonna check on Facebook.
Sean Cardano from Mochi Bite said he was going, but I don't know in what capacity. He works for Tokyo Otaku Mode now.
Well, so yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know if he has a badge yet.
Yeah. So far I've been reading on Facebook. My friends are pretty much the same boat as we are. So.
I'm sure there's a bunch of people that are depressed right now.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, I'm just kind of reading through. Yeah. No, because I was going through and there was a picture called my friend posted. It says retweeted the outside Comic-Con Twitter, and it's a picture of the outside, and the tweet reads, "Took my own advice to get out, and somewhere way over there is our July destination. Happy San Diego Comic-Con open rage all."
Okay, 45 minutes in, Friday, gone.
Damn.
Yeah.
So let's confirm that Friday and Saturday are eliminated.
Yeah,
So
Same
that
thing
leaves
the
previous.
official.
Thursday and
The
Sunday.
tweets are official.
No,
Thursday and Sunday are
Thursday's-
still available.
Or, yeah, Thursday and Sunday.
This is much faster than last year. I was on this website for about an hour 40 minutes until only Thursday was available before I logged out simply because I didn't need anything else at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going to be the title for this episode, Jeremy? If we don't get it all, if we don't sold out.
With a U.
Yay! Waiting.
This is hard, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's faster. I mean, if anything, though, this is an example of why Fanime needs to step up their game with their badge problems, with their hotel problems.
Mm-hmm.
As fast as everything is going here, and I understand that there's a difference in size and everything, but at least Comic-Con's hired a company that doesn't have people waiting just hoping the website works.
Yeah, I mean, I think I plan to go and discuss this during their feedback panel at Fanime, and just kind of ask look, I know that I don't know what system you have to do to make the hotel registration works, but in terms of for press, like they should have a spot for the hotel because we are and everybody else in press are doing work at the convention, and we would like to have that hotel for us to do so. If we don't, then we can't really cover the con as much as we can, So I'm definitely going to go and tell them that during the day, and also record as well, because why not? I did that for AX, so I'll do it.
Oh yeah, I had to fight to get decent not Comic-Con, Fanime rooms.
Yeah.
And that was no fun. I
Yeah.
was there early, and I was there all day in between doing stuff for work, and I still had trouble getting the rooms I needed.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just untenably stupid. Let's see. There are people on Facebook who are doing the usual post Comic-Con sellout depression parties.
Yeah. Join the party. We're just
There's
going to
one
be sad together.
There's one person on Anime Expo fans though that posted something that strikes straight to the heart of me.
Oh god, what happened?
He was reminiscing about video games, and he posted the cover to Lunar the Silver Star story.
Oh,
for,
shit.
For Mega CD.
Yeah, I'm still pissed that
Oh
I
shit!
somehow...
Wait, what?
You got it?
Wait, what just happened? I think I'm in. Hang on.
He just peed himself. Holy shit!
I might
see it. God,
I see. It's a different screen. I don't know what's going
I
on.
see the lights.
Calm down! Holy fuck!
Wait, did I get in? Yeah, I got in. Holy shit!
Okay.
Awesome.
Select your badges, and
Oh fuck! Oh, I'm dropping shit.
Don't
and
kill
Steve
yourself.
needs whatever's available.
Okay, all right.
Or Steve needs Thursday if it's still available.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh my
Okay.
god, dude!
Got
He
this.
came.
Press.
Okay.
He straight up came.
Holy shit. Hang on. Okay. Wait, it's no. Oh wow! I can only choose. Oh wow! Only two of them. Holy shit! Okay.
Yeah. Can you put in Steve's information too?
Shit. How'd I go back?
What?
I can't go back, can I?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm not there.
Shit. My bad. I chose just for one person. My bad.
You might be able to go back
There
and
should
check
be
the
an
page.
edit button. Edit or
Yeah.
Okay, let me do that. Let's see. Oh, any better not to be sure. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, let's see if I can edit. Okay, shit. Can you? Is the edit button on the fourth page, on the last page, or? Okay.
I'm not there. I don't know.
Okay. This is very interesting podcast material. Yeah. Sorry, everybody. I am like.
oh, Mandy's here, guys.
I'm trying.
Well,
I
Mandy's
just
coming
noticed
up.
she was posting in the room. I was paying attention to my stuff.
I was just surprised I got in. It's like I got in. Oh shit! What do I do now? Fuck! I dropped my card. Ah.
Oh my god,
Okay.
he dropped his credit card now. He had an utter fit.
Let's just throw it out on the podcast. Everyone, take down his information. I'm sorry, I'm terrible. Okay.
Were you able to add more, or are you stuck?
I think I'm stuck. I don't know. I have to wait until I get to the fourth page. Hang on a minute. I was able to get Thursday and Sunday at the very least. At least those days.
Okay.
So let's
That's not
see.
Uh,
too bad.
Well, double check everything, before you click accept. And you're already in, and you got the stuff. You just got to see if you can buy any additionals.
Right. Oh man. Why did I push one? I'm sorry, everybody. I failed
We
you.
hate you. Go away.
I can't. I got a show I got to do later on today. Okay. I can remove. Oh man. I can
remove what?
God damn it! I can't. I can't go back and edit. Shit. My bad, guys.
And they gave you that amount of tickets.
Yeah, they gave me yeah. The option was like the only option in the beginning of the process 1 to 3 badges I can possibly get. But
Yeah,
I'm
and
sorry,
that was the
guys.
agreement going in, man.
I'm sorry, guys. I was too excited and accidentally click on one. My bad.
Jeez.
Oh,
We see how it is.
It's not. It's. I had good intentions. I got too excited and I just messed up. Yeah. Yeah. Well, process order and wait. Wait. What? Oh, agree.
Oh
Oops.
my god, I've never heard somebody had so much confusion on the freaking internet before.
Something so simple. It's so laid out.
Oh, my bad. Like I saw the agree button. I was thinking, and then the thing that came to mind was like, "Oh, you mean my back of my credit card number?" And it's like, "No, just type in agree." It's like, "Oh, okay." Well, I am in. I got Thursday and Sunday.
You left us in the dust.
My bad. I didn't mean to. I feel bad now. If anything, I can get you something at Comic-Con when I'm there. If you don't get
I have a
it.
Thursday ticket. I'm good.
Yeah, like your badge.
Oh, okay. Then never mind.
I just like Thursday because of the free concert they throw.
Oh, they got free concerts? Cool.
Yeah. Last year, Linkin Park played.
Really?
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was the MTV Fan Fest. They're doing that again this year. They haven't announced who the act is, but anybody who has a Comic-Con badge gets in for free.
I ran into Channing Tatum. I was pretty excited.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
It's a bunch of
Last year I
gorgeous
ran into-
men.
Last year I ran into Stephen Colbert and didn't even know it.
Oh, damn. That's awesome.
Dressed up as Prince Hot Cat, man. He was in like head to toe makeup, and I was just utterly confused by what I was staring at.
2 or 3 years ago, I ran into Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, shit.
I
That
just
was
seriously was not paying attention and ran straight into him. And I was just like, oh, okay.
You just,
that's
you
cool.
just passed by one of the hottest men in the world.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Wow.
I know.
I did it. Wow. Yeah.
He's in shock, guys. He's in shock.
I'm just like I'm in like Victor pose of like Rocky at like in the first one he's up running up the stairs. I'm like just like yes I did it, but at the same time like I kind of fucked up at the same time too. Okay, all right. Well, good luck, guys. So
Don't leave us, Jesus.
Good luck.
I'm not going to. I'll stick around.
It just fails.
Well, Thursday's running low
See you
now.
guys. I got my tickets.
They just put out the message Thursday is running low.
Wait, I have Thursday. Never mind. I don't care.
Jose sold out.
Thursday sold out. Okay.
Yep.
At this point, I'm just sticking with you guys.
to the bitter end.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything anymore that I need. Like, I'm just kind of sitting here now.
Yeah.
Man, this is brutal.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
This
So
has been a good idea, guys.
yeah, we can tell others. We can show how our experience is. We can show Comic Cons like, hey, this is our video and podcast. Listen to it, watch it, see how we had to go through the struggles of trying to get in. Although I can't really say that because I got tickets, so I'm good. So. Yeah. Is there really any like good solution to this? Like
What do
in
you
terms of like how, just like with badges, like in terms of how to distribute them? Because like this is, in a way, this is fair. But like, do you think that this is the best way to do it?
Yeah.
It's probably about the best because just about any other form to do it, unless you have a server the size of a small city, is going to crash your registration system.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. There's so many people trying to get badges. The only way is to move to a bigger place. That's the only way it'll get better.
Well, when he's talking about badges, I don't think he means the overall number. I think he means the registration system in and of itself.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
that's still, you would have to get a bigger spot for it to be any more effective.
It's probably close to about I don't even know what to guess at. The demand for Comic-Con badges is probably 40 people for every one available, frankly.
That's what I was thinking. It has to be something ridiculous.
This much of a horse race, it has to be something difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, and there's still a couple people that may have information later that I could contact in regards to single days, but even then it's a dice roll depending on what they get for X, Y, and Z purpose. There's no guarantee that any of my prior contacts that had like even one-day badges before would be available again, but it's not like I'm going to stop paying attention to them.
Yeah. So, besides
and we would have gotten more of us in, except...
You're gonna write that shit on me, aren't you? Like,
yes.
Do you think it's undeserved?
My bad. It's my first time, man.
If it was anyone else, you'd be riding the same goddamn horse.
I mean, I got trigger happy, man. Like I saw the page change and I was like, oh shit, I'm in. And then like things happened.
That's gonna be your new forum title on MSP.com. Premature registration.
Yeah. I was gonna say this is sounding really bad right now.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm in. Oh shit, I went off early.
Yeah. I'll make it up to you guys somehow. I don't know.
Okay, Thursday is running low. Thursday may be officially sold out.
I could do that. I could.
Almost sold out.
I'm sorry.
Well, yeah,
according
to the Twitter of the unofficial SDCC blog and Comic-Con's Twitter, Thursday is sold out.
Yep.
Sunday badges are what's left.
Awesome.
Yep.
I'm sorry, guys.
Well, which means I don't need anything anymore.
Well, there's still a chance that something could squeak through, but nah.
I think Mandy's the only one looking for something now at this point.
I am.
What does she have?
She
Nothing.
needs everything.
Oh, jeez.
So, I mean, even if she gets a Sunday, I think she'll be fine.
Yeah.
And Comic-Con, Comic-Con just put out a tweet 21 seconds ago that says 2015 badges have sold out.
Oh, wow. That is it. It's game over. Well,
I'm going to wait for a couple more minutes and see if this thing actually comes through with anything, but, the odds of right now are pretty low. You just heard it straight from the horse's mouth.
Yep.
R.I.P.
So,
Yeah.
But did you say, like, there's a chance of, like, reselling some badges that were canceled or at a later date?
There is, depending on how many cancellations or returns they have. You're talking about people who come in from all over the world, so travel plans may fall through, surprise Yeti attacks or something. So
that's how likely it is.
There's a chance there will be a resale of cancellations, but last year there were so few, they decided not to do that.
I see. Okay. All right. Well, we can always apply for press and see. Maybe we get in that way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we already did that. So
yeah, we already did that, and their lack of answer says, I think, a lot.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
I know that Christopher was counting on that and everything, but I mean, I don't think you can ever count on getting press for Comic-Con unless you happen to be representing something like an NBC or like some major outlet. Frankly, I think a smaller one like ours has a better chance of buying badges than actually getting through on press.
It's true. It's very true.
Even if we stack up to a bunch of other stuff out there, that means we stack up to a bunch of other stuff. They have to evaluate us versus them and coverage and outreach and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well.
That's it. The message has come through in the waiting list. Comic-Con badges are out.
Wow.
We thank you for your support and are very grateful to receive such a high level of interest in our event.
Yeah. Meanwhile, several million people are killing themselves across the world.
Wow. Well, I mean, initially though, we're all still, most of us are still planning to go anyways in terms of going to Comic-Con, regardless, because of all the events happening around the main convention and whatnot.
There's a lot to do that isn't in the building, and I am not opposed sharing if I happen to hit a low point and I actually need sleep.
Yeah.
Right, for sure. Yeah, like
That also means that everybody who didn't get a badge has to pay attention to their contacts and their outlets, because after the hotel release on March 24th, somewhere around May to June, there is still a small chance, that something will come available and they will give you a chance to buy badges.
oh, I see. Interesting. Okay, so there's
That's how my wife got in. That's how my wife got in the first year, was because I heard about the resale. I had already gotten a badge, she got nothing, and I just by random was checking my phone, and they sent me an email. It's like, fuck yeah, I'll buy something.
So I'm
okay.
gonna buy you. I'm gonna get you a shirt made. It's gonna say premature registration.
I
You
think
have
we
to
should
wear it.
make
You
him.
have to wear
I
it.
think we should make him change his nickname on his badge. He can walk around the con that way.
Wow.
Quick fire.
That's your punishment.
I kind of feel like I deserve that, but I don't know.
You have to wear that shirt around Comic-Con, okay?
Yes.
You have to take pictures with it, and you have to take pictures with all the celebrities, and they have to ask you about it. You
Wow.
just
The worst part is, somebody walking around with a shirt that says premature registration at Comic-Con, there will be several people stopping and saying, where can I get that?
Well,
I know. Right?
I mean, we could make it a thing, I guess. I mean, for
Yes,
entertainment
you have
wise,
to
I
say no.
you're gonna be there on Thursday though, right? I forgot your name already. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's
Sorry,
Macey.
my mind's been all over the place.
Yeah,
But like, yeah,
we'll be there.
yeah. If anything, like, cause I'm getting a brand new video camera pretty soon for boom mic and all the bells and whistles. So we could possibly do a thing if you're up for it. And then me walking around talking to celebs if I find any. It's like, hey, I'm gonna shake your hand and ask me about.
I'm sorry, if you find any, you can practically headbutt them in the fucking place.
Okay. Yeah, I'm all new to this, so all right, it's good to know.
Gosh, guys, stop giving me a hard time because I ruined your Comic-Con.
Didn't ruin our Comic-Con.
kidding.
Just let us down.
I know.
But there is also something else that I seriously hope is not happening. There is a rumor going around that they're getting ready to continue the Twilight series of movies.
Chill.
No. No.
How can they?
And I don't ask me, that is not my thing. Other than the rumor, I don't know. My problem is, though, is that the last few times Twilight fans have shown up to Comic-Con for one of their announcements.
One chick got hit by like a car, right?
Well, that was an accident due to something else. That was the year after. Think about it this way. You know how comic book fans are at Comic-Con. They're used to a level of crowding and a little bit of rude behavior just because of how many people are around you. It was reported to me by several individuals. Twilight fans would actually shove individuals out of their way. One person actually took a swiping kick at somebody sitting next to a wall.
God.
Twilight fans are actually violent and rude compared to comic fans.
Yeah, they're ridiculous. Well, that's what's going. I don't know. That's what I don't like about Comic-Con, is that it's not just comic book oriented anymore. It's just so many just crazy, rude people. Like, I like going to smaller comic book conventions just because everyone's so much more chill. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like Comic-Con because it's my one stop for every single thing on my nerdy fucking list.
There you go.
You know, I like certain things about other cons above Comic-Con, but when it comes to the total package, it's hard for me to deny that Comic-Con's got every fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, video game premieres, TV premieres, movie premieres, comic book premieres, and enough special guests that I cannot list them with all my fingers and fucking toes. And those are the ones I'm actually interested in seeing. The ones I don't care about, you know, I could walk away from that.
Yeah.
So let's see. Yeah, I don't know if they haven't announced a whole lot of guests for Comic-Con yet. There's a bunch of artists and everything saying they're going, but as far as central guests, I couldn't even pretend to understand.
I think
I
on
will
their
guess-
main page they just got to wave 3 of their announcements of guests.
Yeah, but they're more general guests that are artists and industry people. As far as their huge stars, I would lay money right now that Jason Momoa is probably going to show up to Comic-Con now that they're finally showing pictures of him as Aquaman.
I'm so excited. I'm just gonna say that I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, I would say he's likely to be there. I'm going to guess it because they're between filming seasons. Somewhere the cast of Game of Thrones will probably show up. I would be astonished if members of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did not show up. Let me see. As far as the Marvel side of things, the guy they cast as Black Panther, I would imagine they have to make him go. He hasn't been to Comic-Con yet.
I don't know. He may reconsider his role.
Too many sweaty nerds up in his face.
Ugh, gross. I don't know. Someone just needs to walk around as like cosplaying a dispenser of deodorant and throw it at everyone.
Oh god.
It's true. I mean, like, the funk in that room is just
Walk around handing out Axe body spray or something.
pretty much, or just like have a continuous spray and walk around. Like, it's ridiculous. People need to fucking put on some deodorant. I mean, like, I get funky, but I put on deodorant, so it's not the same. Just throw that down. Girls get funky too.
I've smelled girl funk, and it usually comes from different areas than it does from male funk.
Well then,
What's the word I'm looking for? Take me down to Funky Town.
I thought you were going to say queef, but that was something entirely different, I guess.
No, I did not. That was you saying that, wasn't me. I didn't imply anything.
I'm married enough to say this word out loud now.
That's true. You have that card. I don't have that card. I can't.
I can have that card.
Of course.
But, I'm sorry we didn't get more done. That is unfortunate, but there's still chances that we can try and fill in some gaps here coming up in the near future. Unfortunately, the average person's contacts are not as good as the ones I keep, but
Okay.
still have chances. What? I got 2 guys into Comic-Con last year without their knowledge.
Yep.
Well,
Just randomly listening to stuff. I got 1-day badges for a couple people on my own dime, so...
Right. There's definitely still a shot, but it's...
You gotta know people.
Yes. We gotta have those connections.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I thank everybody for showing up. I invite everybody to roll with us again next week. We're going to talk about something that goes back to the early days of my collection of comic books. Steve.
Mm-hmm.
The next reading assignment is one you're going to maybe enjoy because we're going to go down memory lane and see if this series still holds water for us.
Okay.
Wetworks.
Oh, nice.
I think it's time to revisit that and see if it sucks or not.
Yeah, other than the ending, it was pretty interesting.
Well, it was interesting in its day, but that was the 90s.
Yeah.
We've seen
especially
certain
after
things
all
that hold water.
the waves of vampire and werewolf and everything else coming out. Yeah.
Look, I mean, if you want to do a Wetworks revival, frankly, the first thing you could do is kill Edward Cullen. I would be thrilled with that. But we'll see if that holds up, because we tried Cowboy Bebop, we found out that does, but sooner or later, I'm sure we'll find something that doesn't. It's like, I'm a Transformers fan. That cartoon is awesome.
Oh, God.
Oh god, I just found a photo of me from Comic-Con like 4 years ago on the internet.
Oh, in what?
I was in a very crappily put together Ezio costume. It was like, if you could make a crappy, sexy Ezio, this is it. I'm gonna see if I can.
Crappy, sexy Ezio. Is that like Vegas Ezio or what?
It's like, can I throw it in? Will it go in? How do I do this? How do I share stuff?
Copy and paste
figured it
the
out.
link right to the chat here. We'll take a look.
Oh god, what is it under? Okay, let's see if I can find it. I just saved it, but I don't know where it went. It's terrible. I'm with my friend. There we go. My boobs are like to my face.
Oh man.
There
we go.
I don't know if you guys got it.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Hang on. I didn't scroll down to the bottom. There we go.
Man, that push-up bra is working overtime, isn't it?
It's not a push-up bra. That's the thing. It's just a strapless.
Really?
Yeah, it's not a push-up bra.
Wow, that's what's the word I'm looking for? Perky?
It's a corset. That's what you're looking for.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Loading. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. I have no words.
Thank you. That gives me confidence.
I see. No, I'm just. I don't know.
Now it's a case of premature
I can't words.
congratulations.
Oh god.
God damn it. God damn it.
For everything.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You may be my boss, Mother, but you're going to hear about this.
I know. Yeah, this will stick with me at least for a year. At least after Comic-Con. And then
Yeah, you have a chance to redeem yourself
every
next year.
At pre-registration and registration, it will now be.
Yes.
Yeah, but this also means that now Jesse, Steve, Anthony, Macey, and myself are all eligible for next year's pre-sale,
Right.
Woohoo!
as well as my wife. So the communication needs to grow a little bit, but if we can get enough people together, we can gird the system and turn it from a 20% chance into maybe a 50-50.
Yes.
I doubt it.
We have the numbers to do it.
I don't know. I'm just saying, if he's in it again, we probably won't get tickets again.
I learned my lesson. I know what to do.
I'm sorry,
next time.
guys. I pressed the 1 again.
You know what, Macey? When we do a tabletop pod at San Diego, you are coming by just so we can insult each other. This is going to be fun.
God damn
I'm so
it.
excited. I like to insult people. It's one of my pastimes.
And you would go, make with a short.
The only way this could get better is if the guys from Cosplay Wrestling Federation showed up.
Okay. Only one thing I do ask is like if we go to the Babylon, please don't send an email to Kevin Smith about it.
Yes, do it, guys.
No,
Do it.
don't do it.
Now that you mention it, do it.
No.
Well, wait. Let's see. Right now going is Karen, myself, Steve, Jesse, Anthony, Brandon. I have 6 tickets. I have 6 tickets to Hollywood Babylon.
Okay.
We could send an email to Mr. Garmin and see what he says about it.
No,
Yes.
no, please, no. I want to make up a good first impression. I don't want to be the guy that accidentally like only bought one badge like during the entire process and being made fun of on a podcast that listens to by thousands, if not a million.
All right. Well, not poking the stick for a little bit though, but the fact that one of us got in proved that we did do something right here. We just got a little overexcited.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You make it sound like you're going to go to Comic-Con, but somehow you're going to be surrounded by this bubble of 10 feet of no space in all directions. Like everyone's going to be whispering, "That's the guy. That's him."
I'm just playing it up for the podcast. I don't care. So,
all right.
yeah.
Well, I think we've done enough damage this morning. There's nothing else to really be gained from continuing this this inquisition, I guess you could put it.
Yes.
All right. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you for stopping by. Roll with us again next week. We're discussing the wet works. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend. I am Jeremy.
Steve?
Anthony?
Macey?
Yeah. There we go.
We sound so confused.
Thank you very much. Don't jerk and drive. Have a great weekend.